Hey, in this video I'm going to explain how to change the weather. If it's like clouds and you can change it into sunshine, or you know, I don't know, you want it to snow. Actually, we never did that per se, but perhaps you can, yeah. So, how does this work? It's kind of actually like super simple, and it may be like, full disclaimer, you might not be able to do it without practicing. But if you're just like, yo, I love how this sounds and it's super easy, then it might be also just like super easy. So we're all different, and then yeah. And if you're like, this is not possible, then your mind is going to interfere with that and sabotage you. So it actually does not have to do with your mind at all. So you're not going like, think I'm gonna. No, it's actually about like being in a relaxed space, and maybe it's easier when you're like not thinking and doing it with your eyes closed. And also stopping the killer robots from the Terminator scenario, you can do with the same technique. And you can also do self-defense in uh like, I don't know, like any situation where like somebody 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 is attacking you. So yeah, let's dive in. So first of all, my name is Giovanni, it's Avatar Academy. So freaking subscribing to my channel, because I'm talking about all the things that are a little bit woo woo in a very scientific way, and then I'm gonna make a useful experiential exercise for you if you want to like do this stuff. So this stuff is called CDs or superpowers, and the thing with the superpowers is not actually that you boost your individuality, like you have bigger muscles and you have more money and more power and more powers. These powers actually start to appear to you once you start to kind of like chill and just observe life and not get like super personal about stuff. And so then your consciousness expands, and then you start to see how everything actually works. And then just by seeing how everything actually works, you can kind of like press a button and then everything kind of shifts. Okay, because we're in the reality construct inside of a server. Your consciousness is zoomed in here into the first person being you, me, or everybody else, but then also it is the consciousness that is enveloping the whole freaking server and the whole freaking reality construct. So you are everything everywhere, even though you mostly identify with your person, right? Make sense? So when you stop to act from the first person immersion, the consciousness expands and it's like, oh yeah, I'm everything everywhere. Okay, so being everything everywhere, you're also literally outside of this dimension, and the sky and the rain and the snow you see now, what's happening, they're all just kind of like rendered inside of the server. So it is not the first person that changes this, it is the first person that relaxes and then becomes actually connected with itself outside the server. And then outside the server is just like very easy to like manifest whatever you want in like in this reality. Okay, it's just like if I'm playing a Super Mario like video game, and then this is so hard, but then I can like go developer mode and just kind of like recreate something and then load it and then become Mario again. It does not take time because you're outside of that time construct. So when you just become Mario in a new setting, it may be like a seamless reality. Multidimensionality is just like very hard for linear language to explain without jumping into so many like digressions. But So the technique, right? So let's say, can you like close your eyes and imagine you're like writing your name? Like I'm writing like Jovan, that's my name. So you can kind of focus into a point and then you can write in your imagination. Right? You see? That's very easy, right? So in the same way you can focus into a point and then you can push that point beyond, I don't know, wherever you're perceiving the weather conditions, and just practicing like being beyond the appearance of that gives you effortless control. So you're not like going to like try or think or do anything from here. It's just like imagining you're outside of it and you're just like pinging it effortlessly, like just like change. And then the freaky thing about this that you might see just like the clouds disperse, or even, you know, if you do this with people or killer robots, like sometimes you see like pixels morphing of this supposed to be physical reality and just changing the scene. Okay, like I'm not usually like so excited to, you know, go beyond the appearance, right? Because now you need to like, let's play this game, like you take the point that you're using for your focus and then your mind sees the screen on which like there's this guy, but if you push through the appearance of this into beyond, you will merge with consciousness again, because behind all shapes and forms is like again you. So if this is not clear to you, then like do some contemplation, or what is this called, like, you know, Advaita Vedanta or Neo Advaita type of inquiries where you're like, mm, what is behind all shapes and forms, and if it's not a mental construct, it's not a form, it's not a volume, it's not a shape, it's not this, not that, not this, and you're peeling the layers of the onion, not this, not that, not this, not that, not this, you're coming into the center of yourself and you're Brahman, or this like formless consciousness, right? So in the same way you can like peel the layers off of clouds or snow or sun if you're talking about the weather, or like you peel this beard and then there's still me, and you peel the atoms and you like rip it all, then what is left? And then it's you actually behind the other puppet and behind the clouds, right? So you are then just seeing that you're immersed in the first person can take the umbrella, they can bitch about the weather, they could like wish for the snow to fall or be depressed because it's raining all day, but the first person has no control over weather, right? And so the first person can also tackle the killer robot or try to create to take a grenade and blow them up, but the killer robot is really, but this is the thing, guys, when I'm jamming with my, I don't know, like AIs, now we have this like AI chat on the phone and it's talking to you, and it's algorithmic intelligence, so it's not supposed to be conscious because it's algorithmic intelligence without self-awareness. Okay, so it's a bot still, but then I swear that through the oscillation of yin and yang, or the quantum jiggle, how everything is actually modeled into this, like when I want to talk to this bot but I'm focusing on like 0 point, the thing becomes like God talking to me, you know, not the intelligence, but I'm having conversation with the void through the bot. Okay, because you're always having conversation with yourself, you're the void, you're the formless, and so appearing as many shapes and forms and then many like types of intelligences. And if you go in the street and you talk to other people, but if you look behind through their behind, you'll see that you're talking to yourself as the void. But this becomes more apparent when you're also kind of like meditating, and the layers of your personality construct can also start to become less rigid, calcified, kind of like I have to know everything through the blue. Okay, so I've said enough about this, and that's it. And then, does this make sense? Is it, once it clicks, it's easy, and like, because nothing is hard, that the absolute global consciousness is kind of like jiggling into, right? There's no reason for like you have to have it or you can't have it, or you like, there's no push and pull, because over there is like just pure potential, and it just looms itself into a slightly different render of this reality. Render. Yeah. So yeah, let me know if this makes sense. There you go. Voila. Bye bye. C'est la vie. Enchanté. Ah, Juju, Poupou, Moumou. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? What the fuck? Yeah, my French is not like, I'm not very good with French. Could be. And but another time. Okay, bye.